All right, we're good.
All right, we are back again Tuesday night with a special guest, the lover boy of KMS, producer extraordinaire, rugged good looks, John from Scranton. So we'll have an extra 4 picks tonight. That's gonna be 12 picks for your Mount Rushmore. But welcome, John. We're very happy to have you.
The KMS sweetheart right now.
I am. I was telling you guys before, and I was Danny and Dave are recording right now a Quantum Kirk episode, and I was like, it's only a matter of time before this all falls on my face. Like I've never had this much love from the Minna fans ever in my career as a Minna fan.
See, I don't think so though, because you're contributing and you're not bringing any negative energy or whatever towards the show. So it's like, well,
Jay will fuck it up. In fact, I will get fucked from it, or something will happen.
No, Jay's a good guy.
Like BA, he should come on this episode or on this show too. BA should be your next guest. BA is
good
in the world. Nothing is doing better, and this may be what will ruin it. But like GVE is peaking right now, right? Like under the covers, GVE is doing very.
Y'all have infiltrated back into the KMS world. Y'all are Kemps now. It's such a fucking heel turn.
Funny. Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong things around BA, so like
BA is the king. He's the king Kemp now. I mean, he should be number one in the Kemp side.
It is fall. Autumn BA is a different person. He's a softer man. He's a more loving lover. It is what it is. The leaves change, and so do the Canadians around
you
here.
guys are speaking a language where I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Don't worry about it. What is GVE?
GVE is me and BA's fake company that. Okay, me and BA's fake company that we made that basically was just so when people ask what is GVE, we say we are GVE. So like when
got it
is GV, all you got to say is we are GV, and then they ask again, you say we are GV, and then they get pissed, and then you're like, well, that's what it is. It's a good trick, actually.
I completely understand now.
Yeah, it's a troll. It's a horrible idea, and it's gotten us in a lot of trouble.
It's a good thing to put on your resume, just in case you need something else.
Willie G does, like any GV member, which is everyone's allowed, is allowed to put it on their resume. You can put my phone number down, say I was whatever, dude, fucking whatever you need.
Wow, what a guy. That's why you probably should have been producer. Who knows?
But
you trust what Kirk said in the fact that like I was the boring choice and you never take the boring choice. So I was the easiest. Like after when I was putting my name in, I thought I had it until I saw how good like Gus turned out to be and what Coleman Coleman was the right choice. He was the right choice. No hands.
I think you're selling yourself short. I think you're not that boring, and you're so plugged into the show too.
I'm not bad at producing. Like that's boring.
Yeah, I thought that was actually it was a 50-50 shot. You know what I mean? And you know, right now I think my stock is higher on Gus because he's been like quirky and funny, where Coleman's getting a little bland and like been, you know, a little slow on the Twitter thing. He's learning.
Steve is the best comparison to what Coleman can be. Like we might find out Coleman is a lying Russian spy. Like you never know at this point. That Steve at this point was like saying Kirk can't talk about his parents. So we have a lot of time ahead of us, especially with just Gus being there, just like fucking everything up.
That's been so good for Coleman though, because he's taken a lot of heat off of really taking some shots from Kirk.
It's a smart move. It's a very smart move. Kirk, obviously. There's my Kirk is right moment of the week. But yeah, you fucking loser.
He always gets it in. But no, I thought the episode from Sunday was really good. A couple of laugh out loud moments, but it seems like everybody's just sliding in. We're not really going to miss a beat. It feels a little weird without Steve or Cullinane there, but I think everything is going to be all right. It seems like Kirk made the right decision.
Yeah. McFuss, did you think when Kirk was talking about his least favorite Minahan right now that it was going to be you, like automatically, or?
Well, hopefully not automatically, but yeah, I mean, I thought
I don't know why.
If you're making any type of stir in this world, you think it's you in that moment, and then you realize like he doesn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, he hasn't thought about me in days, and weeks.
Just make sure after you learn that he doesn't give one flying fuck about you, that keep churning, then I start trusting you.
Yeah, he said acronym guy, and I was like, oh my god, all right.
That's what I mean, like acronym guy, just fucking plow through this, baby. Trust me, they were done episodes just doxing all of us. Name, numbers, workplace.
You know what's funny though is like I was a diehard listener back then, and I don't remember like any of that. Like nobody fucking cares. Like time goes on, and it is, you know.
Well, and no one cares.
The show moves on.
No one cares. Like, no one cares about us, even still. Not like Kirk always talks about.
Right.
He has this massive audience that really doesn't care about us. Fucking 200 people doing this loser shit, and it's true.
It's true, except for Jeff D. Lowe.
Except Jeff D. Lowe, yeah, who's mad at me right now because we named the tournament after his dead dad.
He can't still be mad. That was like a year ago.
See, that's another thing. Like, I don't even think he's even thought about that. But he's crazy.
I'm gonna bring this up at every moment, just hoping. I'm a huge Lights Camera Barstool fan. Like,
are you really?
Lowe just hates me now, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, guess what? He's listening to this because he's such a diehard. So he'll hear this, and he'll hear that you're such a diehard Lights Camera Barstool fan. That he's gonna be like, you know what? I like you now, John.
Everything I've been on, I've said it on in hopes that one day I just like, hey, John, maybe you're okay, and that's loser shit. Like, I'm a fucking loser.
You're just trying to get in to be the next producer whenever they need somebody.
I'm just trying to slide in, you know, slither.
Well, Ron, did you get a new microphone?
I did. Does it sound okay?
Yeah, it's official as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Get my Xbox.
I'm trying to be legit.
That's the same one I got. It's on my shelf right now. Now I got this big one that I just took from work.
Yeah.
So that's a good mic though. All Yetis are good. There's your word of advice for today, Andy Mayo.
Yeah, would you say Nichols for your free advice? Yeah. By the way,
it was an Andy Mayo show on the original.
I remember
about microphones.
Me and Mayo were on the second one.
Is Mayo? Is he creeping back to being a fucking psychopath again?
Mayo never left that realm.
He did, though. He did. Because once he started coming on the show, he was actually like funny, like unintentionally.
When I was on the show with him and like I knew I was going in to be producer candidate and like all that weight is on your shoulders. The night I was driving to Boston, I found out Mayo was going to be on the show. Every woe and worry was lifted off my shoulders. I was like, I don't have to I literally don't have to worry about talking. Mayo will just fill time with just like, what's your favorite way shirts button? What's your favorite color?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love like the Mayo questions.
Button color, like the Mayo questions are.
Kirk, I saw you got a new phone case. Where did you get that?
Yeah, something really deep and creepy like that. Like, hey, I noticed you take a different way to work every morning. Why is that?
That was the thing he actually asked.
It's probably it's the Mayo, and then like, dude, he's just a crazy guy. I love Mayo.
I do too. He seems like a nice guy. Seems a little cold to newer Minifans in the network, which is fine, whatever. But he just needs to loosen up a little bit and maybe back off a little bit just to
he's in like I randomly I'll think Mayo like hates me and is like has reversed and trolled me because he's so mean on the internet and it's just not who he is. He's very good at being such a fucking prick.
Which I don't get why he does that. Like, it's a sneakers thing, which is like, I get that sneaker shtick, but like Mayo is not like that. Mayo's like a genuine nice guy. Like, why does he have to like be
if you could genuinely implant yourself in the middle of someone's fucking brain anytime at any moment like this, I would fucking do it all day long like most people do. I sadly can't.
He's got that corporate job where he just got to lift people up all the time. He's got to have some negativity somewhere. Fucking kill himself.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That is
ever had a good Mayo HR session, I would literally jump out the window.
I would quit immediately.
I'm out. I'm smoking cigs on this podcast, just if that's okay.
This is a tobacco-free podcast.
That's okay. Really? Oh, okay. I was like, I just watched the Jewel documentary.
Overruled.
Did you? Was that good, or is it going to be like, hey, you're going to get cancer?
Oh no, it kind of takes the side of Jewel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was all a lie.
Aspect in the help.
Yeah, they said it was
okay
because they did lie about it. Granted, we're 30 years from knowing the truth, but that's the point of a startup, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're doing it.
Got to start somewhere, and now that we know they kill us.
Well, yeah, I actually might watch it. I was too scared. I was going to think myself into lung cancer.
No. It makes like it kind of validates Jules. It like the owners of Jewel had a good idea, and then they decided to take the tech route and just think you have to make a startup fast, and they just.
Oh, that's okay. So it's like that.
And they got bought out by Big Tobacco, which was their mission statement to not do. That was tough.
Yeah, well, they had kids that were dying off vitamin E oil, which is coming from like fucking
shitty weed pens. Yeah. Watch that documentary. It was good.
I didn't watch it, but I knew at the time, like when they were cracking down on it.
it
And that
was
the
shitty
reason.
for people in the weed business too, because like I
Right.
had buddies that were making fucking what's it called? Vape pens. Like,
The
but like
knockoffs.
legit,
It was
like,
great for the
yeah,
dispensaries, but it
like
was
these are
terrible
the
for the
people
black
that
market
sell
bros.
them. Yeah, they sell them to the dispensaries. So it's like, well, yeah, it wasn't hard to get a license that you could sell weed pens to dispensaries. It was not hard at all. Yeah.
I'm in the wrong state.
Um,
All
Yeah,
right.
you are.
You want to
Anyway,
get to the yeah, let's get to the Mount Rushmore. John is the guest, so he gets to go first. Number 1 overall pick.
Inaugural first guess.
And we're gonna do callers. It's gonna be callers this week.
I have questions before we start. One,
Go.
callers all time. So
All
it's easy
time,
to
yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
With on the podcast, not Kirk and Callahan or
Okay.
DNC.
Yeah, you
So
can't take
not
sour
all-
shoes.
So it's just KMS.
Yes,
just
I thought
KMS,
that
yeah.
too, McFuss. Sour shoes is off limits.
All right, sour shoes. I don't know if he'd be my top Kirk caller, but he is a fucking. Listen to sour shoes clips. Okay.
He's an all-time caller, like
second,
Hall of Famer.
we
Go
can't
ahead.
take anyone else's picks, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
What else do I have? And it's a snake draft. Okay.
So
I'm
we're
going
snaking. So you go, I
to see
go.
how bit of a listener I am. Probably a bad idea.
You got it.
Okay. So first pick. All right, I have to go with my easy one, and he's my one Minifan. Tim and Can.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
and
an
it's
easy.
Wow.
he transcends shows because like he called the day Kirk left fucking EEI and all that, but that doesn't matter. From day one on, his just apparent growing hate for Mayo just inspired me. and for that I've learned to take him seriously.
Yeah, I think Kirk nailed it in the car thing when he called Tim. He was strict, and then he realized Tim was strict back then after the heart attack. It's real. I would hate to be one of kids.
Guy, you find
Yeah,
out,
he
and
is.
it's funny. It's
That
fun.
was-
Yeah, you were in the car with him, McFuss Daddy. So like Tim also has a group chat with all the callers. They're always doing shit. If there is a top caller of Jesus or God of the callers, it has to be Tim from Canton. He is like the one that trains them, even though there's so many other ones.
I can't argue against that.
Yeah, he is the number one.
No, he's so good. He's been there from the start.
No.
He went with a fucking poster board
Yeah, like just
attached
like
to him
that.
at the train station.
Like it's like semi-main.
the man has kids.
How did you know? Yeah, like
who gave him the time?
yeah.
Like,
If
He
you
said it on the show.
miss your kids' games, you can't do that in life ever in life. Like one game, you can't then go be a fan of a podcast that much. Like that's how much Tim puts on the line. And
Dude, he was in urgent care with a heart attack, and he called the show.
that's
He
the, like,
is
easiest
literally a diehard fucking Minifan caller.
He's the easiest
It's a great-
one ever.
I wouldn't say it's the easiest, but it's
is
well
easy,
deserved.
but
It's
it's
well
well-
deserved.
Yes,
he's at number 1 on our list. But all right.
one in
All right. I'll take for my pick. I'm gonna go with Bernie Kosar. He was my all-time favorite caller just because the Challenger jokes. I fucking hated the Challenger. Hate all those fucking people. I'm glad they blew up, so I'm glad he brings it up.
Dude, I'm in a group about the challenge, a Twitter DM group where we just fucking dropped Challenger fucking blowing up.
Dude, I need to be in that. I fucking hated
Yeah,
all
dude,
those
you're in.
people.
You're in.
It was-
I love that you just went off on the Challenger. I don't even remember your pick.
Dude, they were all fake. It was all a
Bernie
conspiracy anyway.
Kosar.
But Bernie Kosar, yeah, it
He
caught me
wasn't on
so
my
off
list,
guard.
but that is that's funny.
Bernie
Yeah, he
Kosar.
was always good for one of
Has
those.
he called recently?
No, it's been a while. Last time he called, probably a year ago or so. But every time he does, I die laughing.
Yeah, he's
Call back in, Bernie. I know you're listening to this.
It's been less than a year ago, but it's been a while. He's got to be another guy. So another thing we have to go through is so like Tim and Canton. So you say another caller who does impressions that are other callers.
I think you get unlimited of that, right? If they do a
Sure.
different impression, yeah, because you have to think of it as a whole different entity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
do.
yeah, for sure.
Ron, who you got?
All right, my number one. He's a legend.
Better start off that way.
There's a picture of him in the studio.
Yeah.
He is currently deceased,
Ziggy.
but it's no, it's Jon Stewart, the absolute fucking goat. He's the best. John, I love you, brother.
Jon Stewart is a legend. I put that post out about him the next day after Sacco about his picture, and like it was Kirk in the background. And it was really heartfelt, and Kirk trashed me for it.
Yeah, he did.
Fuck. I was like, shit, man, that what a fucking asshole I am. And I handled it okay, but it's just like that's why I don't fit in here. But he deserves it. He deserves every love from every minute, like every ounce of love you can give goes.
Absolutely.
He used
Absolutely.
to
And
call
by the
in.
way, yeah, go ahead.
He used
Sorry,
to call in
before-
when they weren't even taking calls, like when they were doing the Minifans across America and trying to put all that together. He called in and was just like, "Yeah, I calculated this is going to take like 50 or 60 days or 100 days to do." And they're like, "Why are you even calling us right now?"
I need to do it. I'm always looking for old radio and shit to listen to, and I'm always listening to old O&A and old Stern, and I just never go back and listen to Kirk, and it's literally my favorite show, and I don't know why. I need to do that.
There's
Yeah,
so
you
much
gotta go back and
material
listen to
though. It's packed
Steve.
in. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a lot. Like 5 days a week was a lot. There's probably some boring episodes during that, but maybe not.
Well, especially when it was 4 hours long each episode. You really got to sort through some shit.
Those are usually the best ones.
John was one of the guys that I would literally pause my phone, rewind, stop what I was doing, and listen fully through because it was an absolute experience. And for that, I love you, John. And by the way, the episode where they like mourned him with Justin was an all-time episode. So funny.
Yeah.
When they talk about Grill on the Hill and shit like that. And then that came to be with the
Jon
Justin
Stewart
hosting
was
it.
famous. We have a DM group, and it was Jon Stewart made it of me, Menners, VD, and that's it. And he would just drop hot Dua Lipa pictures in there every day.
Wow. Wow, that's an elite group.
Like, I didn't.
That is, I
God
would never
damn.
guess that.
Stewart, dude. I knew Jon Stewart knew more than any of you motherfuckers. This
What a
dude
guy.
loved Dua Lipa. He loved.
Oh, man.
All right, so I'm on the
Ryan.
snake here.
Yeah, you're back.
Still on the fucking.
Ooh, I got some heavy hitters here.
I feel like now we're just in. I feel like we got business. Actually, Bernie Kosar is the only one I'll disagree with, but that's your personal favorite, and I
He's just my
I
favorite.
appreciate your heart.
Hey, and he's Jewish, so and right now they need all the help they can get.
Yes, there you go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually end that with that. That's perfect.
All right, Ryan, who you got?
I'm between one and two of them here, but I got to go Trump. It's got to be Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
And the fact that we still don't know who the fuck that is enticing too.
What are
It
your
makes him
thoughts on
like
it being Mayo?
it's not.
no, there's no way.
There's
it's
no
Mayo.
chance it's Mayo.
No, I've seen that tweet going around with whoever it was, like the first time they called him, but I don't want to go back and listen to it again because I don't
Yeah.
really want to know. So
It's
If it's Mayo, I rescind my pick, but it's not.
the training is fucking starting young for people just hating Mayo, and I love it. You have to Mayo or Trump had to be in this level of picks. You have to take him early enough, and his
he
call
should have been my one.
him breaking. That's what I like to judge this a lot by is like, can they handle breaking? Because some callers may not make this list because they didn't handle their break well, in my eyes. So it's
He'd be like, "Oh, get it together.
yeah, you got to get it together when Kirk makes fun of you for loving
Just
Johnson.
playing the hits."
You got to handle it well.
Yeah, Trump he's all time. And you know what my favorite Trump memory I was thinking of? Do you remember when Mike got kicked out of the studio?
Mm-hmm.
When Kirk was like, "All right, Mike, just get the fuck out of here." I forget what happened, but
Yeah.
Trump was next on the line. He goes, "Is that teary Mike Gary there?" Like, show me your tears, Mike.
That's got to be the best when actually, shout out VD back in the day. He would just call in just so he could listen to the show early before it was on YouTube. One day it was just like, I was just calling to fucking listen. But you were able to listen to the show before it came out. That's fucking back in the day if you were a caller. So there was an advantage to it. That was awesome.
That was why they got Justin to screen the calls because everybody was doing that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh man! All right, well I'm gonna go for my next pick. This is tough, but I'm going to go with Drunk Greg Hill.
It's on my list.
He wasn't even on my list until I was listening to an old episode today, and he called in, and that shit was just cracking me up because I was just learning about the Boston radio market. I was like, damn, this is
dude.
unbelievable.
Drunk Greg Hill was perfect in the way that he didn't call in and had a whole plan. He had an idea of where he was going because it was the topic. Greg Hill was in the fucking news. So it was like Greg Hill would call in and be able to just riff with Kirk the longest and like continuously go on, like, and just hold, like Kirk was able to riff with them back and forth perfectly.
And for breaking, like, even if he broke, he could bring it back because he was just drunk all the time. He just laugh and bring it back in.
Yeah, it's a bulletproof character.
Yeah, I don't want to take picks, but was he is he the Jerry's uncle?
No other caller. I know.
He's not.
You know exactly who he is. He's one, like, he sounds like that.
Does he?
He's just constantly drunk.
Trust me, you would know. You'd be like, drunk Greg Hill.
You're Greg Hill.
Yeah, you would know immediately. But he's like a serious dude. He's in the military and shit. Like, he's a serious dude.
Wow.
Oh, so he's acronym guy.
No.
I was gonna say I'll rescind my pick on that too. Shit.
You can't. You wouldn't know.
Rest in peace, acronym guy.
Like, you look at this guy and you're like, drunk Greg Hill guy. You don't look like Greg Hill, but you look like you sound like him. But yeah, he's
that's good.
All right, so I got two now. All right, first off, so I went with probably what you would consider the most OG of callers, and I'm coming in with a new heavy hitter, and that's Kevin.
All right.
Yep.
Like, everyone knows they were trying to grab Kevin, and I know I just did. So,
well, Gus
he was number 2 on my list.
Yeah, he just got exposed to being a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
No, 60.
I had what I thought was the real Kevin, and I don't know if it is, and I don't like to find out people's anonymity. Like, if you have a fucking parody account, I really don't want to meet you in person. I just want you to exist as your Twitter picture. If you change your Twitter picture, I usually yell at you for it because it's what I see as your face and shit. So it's like, I hate when people get exposed like that, but this guy messaged me and I thought it was a guy who was Kevin. I just kept dropping the old man emoji DM to him, just like the 60-year-old emoji.
yeah.
But yeah,
but I bet you have his number from Mentor's Live because he's called in there a couple times.
See, like, but Mentor's Live, call in studio, how it works is all the numbers come up, but you could take a note on it and like say Kevin is calling. I would never take down that number because it might not even be his. Jay is called from a multitude of numbers, so I can't really even trust that. So
that is concerning.
And I would never even really take the time to fucking notice that because, like, I don't know, I like the surprise of it. Like, that's the best part.
Do you guys really believe that Gus believes that was actually Kevin, or you think he was just trying to like?
I think Gus's brain, it needs to be dissected more and more.
I think Mike was right though. I don't think he actually believes
that word. What word was he trying to say the other day?
Authenticated,
authentic. Yeah, authentic fucking evidence or authenticated evidence. Almost like I screen recorded it because I'm going to post it on like social media, and it's like it's a 3-minute segment just trying to get him to figure out that word. Like, I have to put this up in a multiple clips of him just being like, and Kirk just nailing down on it too. Gus is a weird brain.
It's Gus and Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Can I just one more minute on this? What do you think Kevin is? Like, is he like
just
a functional person in society, or is he?
Oh yeah, he's a mastermind.
You think?
Like he's funnier.
Humorless. He's never laughed.
Like, yeah, and no,
I don't think so.
Like, he's never broke though.
He's never broke.
Break because like his words break everyone around.
Do you think he's like a special needs guy, or like?
I think it's Kevin from Bristol.
Oh, do you?
I do. Just
I think
it's no chance.
That's why I have ultimate and unending faith in this show that art like like Kevin, just show up out of the blue like the Wild West and fucking Wyatt Earp. Like, he just shows up one day, tries this as like, just think that's a risky fucking call.
Like, yeah, dude, it's
like you pitch
insane.
Like a caller like Tim and Canton, like he'd be like, that's risky. Like, and then it pulls off the way it does, and you're just asking Dave Cullinane if he finger paints with the sister's period. You're just a fuck as like a retard. Like, that's a fucking gold mine, and it's endless. And he would have been my one if all the Minute fans wouldn't have been like, you fucking chose him.
No, he was worthy of a first pick for sure.
All right,
I've done
John. I have 2 more that are just like him that I think are worthy of being in this draft. But if they don't come up, Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with and he was just brought up on an episode of Quantum Kirk, and I'm blanking on his fucking name right now. It's the dude from Coming to America.
John Amos.
Yes.
Amos.
John
Amos.
Amos.
He's on my list.
Great pick.
John Amos.
It's so funny.
Dude, I might actually make a Mount Rushmore graphic of my 3. Kevin, I don't know what I'll put. I'll put the old man emoji. But,
Dude, John Amos was fucking hilarious because I was always like, Kirk, you can't talk like this. Somebody get you in trouble.
That's the art of a caller is you can make the host talk about something that's uncomfortable for an audience to listen to, but the caller talking about it. So you got to take it. Hey, these are my loyal fans. But it's like, dude, John Amos was sitting there calling Mike like a fat tittied Italian. Like, bitch, like, that's the best. That call, if you listen to the first John Amos call straight through, he calls Matt a fat Italian bitch. He says that his co-actors in Coming to America did blow and sucked cock in the green rooms of Coming to America.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Just, dude, and Kirk's like, whoa.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He accuses Arsenio Hall of fucking a fucking 16-year-old black chick.
Yeah. Kirk's like, wait, no.
Whoa, that's not. You're saying apparently. He's like, son of a bitch, I am.
Yeah, that was such a value pick. That was classic.
Black facing yourself in a call because you know that man is white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it might be Kevin from Bristol.
Yeah, probably is. There were 19 of these picks today. Might be Kevin from Bristol. They all.
I know.
So yeah, that's my quick follow. I feel like those were 2 good picks.
Those are
great
2
value pick.
My list.
Heavy hitters. Well done.
All right. Well, for my next pick, I'm gonna go with another classic, Blind Mike's daddy. His shit used to crack me up every time when it was kind of like, what's the Gene Parmesan from Arrested Development? It was like, all of a sudden, this Blind Mike's daddy just putting fucking Alba to work, scraping countertops and taking the trash out.
Lots of layers to that bit. He went on and on, like the first introduction to Blind Mike's daddy of how he would just do like a different character and then randomly be like, hey,
it's so good.
Ultimate. And then it transformed into him calling about just all but doing yard work. Funny.
That was like the first generation of callers too. Holds a close place in my heart.
They used to, at first, they would have to call out. They had numbers. That's how Jay's dad got called. Ultimate moment.
On the death of Steve Robinson. Inbox eating dad. Yeah, a couple big ones.
Yeah. Good pick though. Very good pick. He was good. I don't like how he broke though. Like he broke.
I can't remember. Did he eventually break? That was it.
Like he would laugh, and then Kirk would call him out, and then like, dude, he ended Quantum Kirk or what's it called, the Kirk and Off show because his calls went so bad.
I think Kirk demanded him do that.
Yeah, it was the premier fucking Kirk fan wrap-up show, and Kirk got into his mind so much that he ended his podcast about Kirk.
It fired Augustus and entered the podcast.
Talk about a fucking podcast that made all the right moves.
All right, Ron, what you got for
this is my last one?
3 and 4.
All right, I'm taking the breather from 2 days ago. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that. That was bizarre. Okay. Last one.
I'm also smoking weed.
Oh man, there's so many here. We left so many off. I'll do I will do Nicolas Cage.
Ooh.
Great one.
If I needed a last minute pick, that's probably who I would have shot from the hip with, and good choice. I also hate that I'm approving of everyone's pick. There were just so many good callers.
So many good ones.
We could do 3 more episodes on this.
Easily. Maybe that's what we'll do at BA. We'll just do this episode for like 50 times in a row.
What you guys did Steve's Lies, because BA was the Steve's Lies guy. Like
I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's completely understandable.
Well, I found his list on Twitter.
Yeah,
I had a
That's
pretty
good
good
point.
list, and I mean, it was long as shit.
It's one of them is just like, what do you mean about fucking Little League baseball? By the end, you're just like calling him out for being a fucking weird spy.
All right, wait, hold on. Let's not stray away from the genius of Nicolas Cage. This guy, he talk about someone who doesn't break. This guy is on point every single time and is random as ever. And I love how he always makes Blind Mike just fucking crack up.
Yeah.
The random golf tournaments crack me up every time.
My favorite
every
thing,
time.
like he's like, that's right, Kirk.
His cadence is so good. He's like,
hey, Kirk. It's just like, is that how Nicolas Cage talks? I never even really heard him talk.
And he won the Open Championship in 1986.
Yeah, that's right, Kirk.
No, he does not talk like that.
Yeah, there's
the real Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, if he does, that's even cooler. There's his movie Renfield. Quick plug, great movie. It's a new movie.
Go watch it.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Well, all right. I'll go ahead and jump to my last pick. I'm going with Indiana Jones, Cully's grandpa.
Good pick.
Anything with Cully's family cracked me up. So just him dying and still sending those messages cracks me up.
Beautiful. One, I would say that's like a very relatively new one. This might be McFuss Daddy.
Yeah.
I think this might be the only one I disagree with.
You think so? Well, I think
McFuss Daddy's list
Greg
stinks,
Hill and Blind Mike.
Do you vote people out? McFuss, how new of a fan are you?
I've been listening to since the beginning.
Oh, okay. So you have no excuse for it.
What's wrong with Indiana Jones? That's a funny one.
No, I like him. He's on my list. But there's so many heavy hitters you missed.
He went with his heart. He didn't go to fucking tease anyone.
No, that's right. This is my Mount Rushmore. I don't give a shit about what y'all have to say. These are the ones I like.
Yeah, you're the chief of this show. You're the Barada gang. You would pick what you like, and you're not gonna fan please. That's smart.
Exactly. No, I mean I could take
with his heart. John, put a poll out after this, please.
Do you guys do that? You should. Well,
no, I know. I don't really know how to do it. I'm not very tech savvy.
Well, I mean, a poll is easy. A poll on Twitter will do, and we'll see. I'll make a graphic for you guys of everyone. I can make a graphic of everyone's Mount Rushmore. We'll see who wins.
Well, thanks.
Thank you very much.
I'll probably win. I don't know how you can shit on Indiana Jones. I mean, that was
Indiana Jones is great.
There's a 0% chance, I think, at this point I lose. I'm coming in with the heavy hitter right now.
I don't think so, dude. I think I'm coming for it.
See, this is good. We all have faith in our list.
All right, Ron. Well, then, Ron, go ahead and show me up with whatever you've got. Let's see what
it's not me. I think. Is it me again?
No, it's me.
It's me. It's John.
No, it's John.
Yeah.
You're forgettable, Ron. See.
Yeah, I'm a guy who has turned in my brain from who I used to hate to who I now love. He has come from rags to riches as a Minifan, and then back to rags, and then back to riches. He's a guy who will try out anything. He'll try out any bit. Cully's family, fucking anyone. Jerry Callahan, and that is Rico.
This is good. I know what you're doing.
Probably the number one finesse hitter out there as a caller right now. He's quick on feet. He can do anything. Quick access. It's like the producer ruins the show to get Rico.
I love the Rico.
That was my other pick.
Yeah, it's so I was either going to Cage or the Barstool angle, and hopefully the 27 votes that we get on this poll.
27 is a lot. We've lost half of our listening audience since week 1. So
the bracket sometimes we'll get.
We got the John bump. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll get. You'll have like my 200 people that do anything you'll get that bump.
We'll take them.
7 to 200, dude. You made it.
Rico's a great pick. His Michael K calls fucking crack my ass up.
Anything.
He's so funny.
And if he doesn't hit it, he can fucking walk his cell. He'll be like, that one didn't fucking hit, and he'll call back just to tell you. And he'll get out just to tell you. And it's like, I used to hate Rico, and Kirk Minahan made me a rider. And
really? You didn't like Rico before?
I hated Rico. I didn't like to do either.
How can you hate Rico?
I hate fucking generally everyone from fucking New York and New Jersey. I'm a Pennsylvania person. So we just all hate each other. It is what it is. Our states think we're all better than each other. So it's like he's the ideal guy in my mind. I'm just like, oh, let's leave this bar. But now I'm like, dude, that Rico's the only guy I would be like starstruck as a Minifan. I'd be like, oh man.
Maybe we can get Rico on the next one.
Dude, I'm sure he would come on here.
For sure.
I hear he makes people pay though to come on Pog now. That was
I used to send him some inside tips from Georgia Southern on how their practice was going and if they had long travels.
I know Rico pays attention.
Did you really? Did he ever respond?
Yeah. My buddy was whatever. My buddy worked for the team, but yeah, we had good tips.
I know Rico pays attention to this stuff to the point where I used to be blocked by Rico and now I'm not. So at some point he decided like, I'm going to take this person I have no idea and never spoke to and just make them not blocked anymore. And I appreciate that because something made me blocked in the past and our relationship has been mended since then. And I'm taking him as last man out and who I would say right now can stand really as a 1-1 as well. Nothing better than picking your 4 pick as someone who could be a 1-1 to wrap off probably the most powerful Mount Rushmore. Actually,
that was pretty good
than the real Mount Rushmore.
That's right. That's straight value.
Dude, my favorite Rico. Sorry, my favorite Rico calling now is the Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, like he can do it like Francesa. I don't know how to say that guy's name really well. I think I nailed it though. He could do Chase Cullinane. He could do fucking Cullinane's dad, mom, Cullinane's uncle,
John Sterling.
Anything that's in the fucking news, he'll take a fucking risk with an accent. He's not afraid of that.
Even just himself is funny when he's like, "Hey, Kirk, it's Rico."
Yeah, we need to go through everyone's list though. I need to hear them in full.
Yeah. All right, Ron, what you got? What's your list?
My list.
What was the list?
So first I had Jon Stewart, Donald Trump
is good,
Nicolas Cage, and who was my last one? Who was it?
Cage was
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it wasn't Cage your last one?
Forgettable though. This is bad. Nicolas Cage was your last one. Trump.
Oh,
what a throwaway. This isn't good because you said he wasn't.
Hurry.
Either. This is awesome. This is just breaking down his list into shit.
It is.
It's destroying his list.
Ron, pick a goddamn name.
I didn't go first. You guys go next.
He gets
pick
to
a
pick
name.
a whole different person.
All right.
I love this. No, make him pick.
Pick a fucking number 4. Pick your 4th.
It wasn't Sebastian. By the way, Sebastian was left off the list.
Oh, it was.
Edit this out, McFustetti.
No, keep this.
This all stays.
This is all staying. This might be the.
That's fair. That's fair.
This might be the promo clip.
Jon Stewart, Nicolas Cage, Donald Trump.
I can't even remember.
Blind
Mike's daddy?
No, I had him.
Who was your list while he racks his for a new
My list was Kozar, Drunk Greg Hill, Blind Mike's daddy, and Indiana Jones.
See, you have a lot of people. Well, you have a lot of people that people don't like anymore. Did you pick a last pick? Maybe you got skipped.
Ron didn't pick a last pick. Just pick somebody.
All right, fine. Fucking Nustin. God damn it.
Let's kick out of the water.
That is. Damn. Man, I fucking forgot. I was going to take Jay number 4, too.
You just might have taken the show. Damn, after that embarrassing performance that we thought. I don't even know if maybe it's embarrassing for us if we.
I think it's more embarrassing for you because I only did 3.
Is it though? Warden in the North will know if he
or it could have been the guy who wanted Justin to torture him.
No, you didn't pick that.
No.
Oh man.
No, I don't think you picked
fuck! It was either Nustin or Sebastian.
No, I think Nustin was
neither. Yeah, Nustin was a good pick, but you didn't pick anybody first.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
Like,
John?
Did we miss a snake?
I think we got trapped in the snake.
Damn!
Wow.
God damn it,
dude! What an organization! Can't do.
You got some editing.
We can't do lists, dude. We're not good at lists.
There's gonna be like 4
the fact
people.
Is, I do have a fucking
anyways.
list.
It doesn't matter.
I wasn't raw dogging.
Yeah, look, if anyone saw that piece of it. People that are off. I mean, Kevin from Bristol should be on here. I think it's funny we left him off.
Yeah.
Sopranos guy should be on.
Yeah, here's on this list.
Here's my deal with Kevin from Bristol, though. Like, there's still hope in the future. Like, he did that bit with me for Sacco, and it was hilarious. He thought of that bit. Like, that
that video was fucking hilarious.
Dude, that was so funny.
That
was the best one by far.
That, and I didn't even have to think of an idea. I was like, done. like fucking done.
Beautiful. I hope he'll be in studio eventually.
Yeah.
One day.
Now, granted, like I had to go and actually make that. It's a lot hard. Like Kevin was like, I'll be holding like Rogaine and like because my hair needs to be. I was like, no. I'm just gonna shoot you.
The base level.
Walk out and take a shot. I was supposed to do like a fake line of drugs, but there were literal like little kids in that store while I shot the owner of it, and he laid dead.
They'll grow up and see drugs. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Kevin from Bristol. Who else? We have.
I got a bunch.
Yeah, you have the list.
I do. Yeah, and I only picked 3 motherfuckers. Well, I got. Thank God I got Nustin on the wraparound.
That's a game changing pick too.
It really is. I should have went Sebastian.
No, Nustin's in my eyes. You might have taken the tournament on that one.
I'm pissed Nustin didn't just come in for like a trial run at producer. Because he makes me laugh.
And his girlfriend's like a freak, and he loves his life, and like,
he's a porn star.
They just like break each other's backs out, fucking all
like 8 kids.
They're somewhere in the middle of the Midwest, just like out there plowing.
A big miss, big dick Dan Rappaport. Dan Katz. Yeah.
I hate Dan Rappaport as a person so much that I hate his collar, which is good. It's like Malfoy.
Yeah.
I hate that character so much that he did a good job. Other callers.
Anybody asking breaking? Anybody asking for a book, movie, or golf recommendation? I love those.
Oh yeah, any like Mayo type questions are funny. Mayo himself is Tony. What's his name?
Yeah,
Tony. Whatever.
I like how Steve used to want to cut the callers out. He used to want to cut the shitty calls.
Oh, the guy that used to just get aborted by Steve. Like, no, anyone that was hated by Steve and couldn't call in would be my top list if Steve was still there. Like,
yeah,
piss Steve off are my favorite Minifans. Like, that's when you're a good Minifan, if you piss Steve Robinson off.
Augustus, he was an OG of that. Steve would cut him off all the time.
Yeah, but Augustus is just terrible at calling. Augustus,
that's true.
It's funny to laugh at how bad he does things sometimes, but he's got heart. He's got heart, and I appreciate it.
We got JJ.
JJ is well. He's my first man out. Yeah,
I love JJ.
I'm a fan of any new guys too, and like it's always better before the peak, you know?
Yeah, totally. Like he hasn't flamed out yet.
The run up is more fun.
Yeah, it's hard for a caller because like you got to keep that bit going, but then it's like you can't be too bitty, so it's like.
And like the guy he used to call. No, the guy used to call for the Fuck Doll Emporium. He never calls it. Yeah. That got old after a minute.
Sometimes you just got to retire a bit.
Yeah,
he called recently.
Did he?
It's all about
yeah, but it was when awful. Dave left, wasn't it?
It was like last week.
Dude, the comeback. Can you imagine how hard the comeback call is as a caller? When like you might have forgotten.
Don't talk about the lowest moment of your fucking life.
Mike said this. I think the last episode. As that guy fucked up the call about that telemarketers movie. Mike was just like, imagine being that guy right now. You're just like,
that was so bad. It was good though, because I was like,
well, that's where Mike is talented. Like, first of all, Mike can't handle fucking calls at all. If a caller attacks him, like even John Amos, he was like, or like come on, Mike, stop stepping on it.
Dude, Mike's not sensitive. Come on, man.
Yeah, Mike's not sensitive. I love Mike.
He's like, why are you getting so angry, caller?
But yeah, how they handle the callers is great. Kirk, I think, improv god. After we heard that breathing call the other day, that was unbelievable.
That was unbelievable.
That video has 275,000 views on Twitter.
Does it really?
Jesus Christ!
From you?
I wish I didn't cut it at the wrong time and left Kirk just like kicking him off the line. I fucking kicked him off the fucking line like an idiot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was wild. I also got Billboard chart guy.
Yeah, classic.
Great guy.
KB.
Oh damn, that's a miss. Somebody should have had KB
or Nick. Like those were good. I used to think that was VD. VD's a good caller because he just gets to shoot the shit with Kirk. I like guys that could have just. I feel like Kirk looks at them as equals for some reason.
Kirk thought it was me when I called and I fumbled that one time.
For KB,
yeah. You could get a good KB down. I feel like you might be KB caller.
No, I'm not. I'm not that witty.
Really, anyone else? Steve from Providence back in the day was caller just because he was mean. Like he would be
He was
like,
next on the list. Yep.
but now he's
Very
just
good.
a fucking dickhead.
Recluse. I miss him.
No, he's around still. He's a good guy.
Sad Blind Mike.
That's a good one. Just fine,
just
Mike. You have a good
calling in crying.
list for this reason, though. I can't think of anyone right now anyway. So
Ziggy Robinson.
Ziggy's list or Ziggy's calls are good because they're just like investigative, like, hey, did you know this?
The visiting nurse from Chris, a visiting nurse from Rhode Island, is funny.
That's a guy who used to,
taking the abortion to the face every time.
Every time.
That's the Ben that Steve stabbing that guy in the heart. Makes it great. Yeah, callers. I think you could do like this every year. Like you should be constantly these Mount Rushmores are not built in stone. These Mount Rushmores are easily changeable.
Right. And I think for the new listener, they might have a hard time like figuring out what the fuck we were talking about with like even Jon Stewart. So it's
but figure it out. If you want
to go back and listen,
watching this show and you don't know Jon Stewart, you have a lot of shit to watch before this.
That's a good point. But Nustin might be a little outside the box.
No, Nustin knows more. Nustin's like my spirit child, dude. I love Nustin.
I love Nustin.
Nustin's first call almost got him a job. Like Kirk was
so
like,
funny.
This fucking guy right now. That's how
so funny.
He's like, like he did his first mic in the Minifans with a pair of scissors in his hand. No one knows. I made a whole clip of it. It's like no one noticed he has scissors in his hands. Like,
you, Nustin, and Jay is like a trifecta that we need together.
Switch TV off.
No, Jay's must see. He brries the mayhem.
That's what I tried. I've been trying to say to everybody, but the show's catching some steam. Don't let these motherfuckers hate on it. I think it's a great idea to steal Barstool bits and make shows out of them. We did it all the time back in the day. It was literally a segment on Mincellan. So steal a fucking segment. Like we did fucking Hot Seat Pool Throne. We make episode.
That's our next idea. Fuck.
There you go.
We're just gonna start doing the old Mincel Intel shows.
There you go. You could be the new. We at one point handed all of our rights of Mincel Intel over to this kid named Jackson from Australia, just because we found out there was another fan from Australia.
He's a wild Twitter follow.
He's great.
Yeah. Every now and then he'll just post like a random video of him throwing like a paper ball. Like
like Australia people are great because A, they just post at times everyone else is sleeping, and B, it's like really I think a third world country. I think. I'm not
as close as you can get,
but like there's parts of it that might still be a third world country. You could say that about here too, but it's like maybe more there.
Yeah, people are getting killed by stingrays there still. Like
there you go.
That doesn't happen here.
Hot off the press.
Hey, well, thank you, John. We really appreciate it. This is our longest episode by far.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The John bump.
Yeah. You're welcome for the 200 views you'll get for this motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ads are coming, McFuss. Ads are coming.
Fucking views, and the people who make fun of the YouTube channel for getting no views. It's like, imagine a world where this podcast has a fan podcast and even people listen to that.
That's why I don't give a fuck. We're just fucking around. Who cares?
That listen, then Kirk's doing the right thing. So we're all headed in the right direction. Maybe.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, we'll be back next week, probably without John, but with somebody else. So.
BA. We'll get BA on here. I'll force him.
We'll be here with BA.
If not, we'll pivot. We'll think
it'll be BA and Wagon for a nice reunion tour.
There you go.
Sig's banned permanently because you
do any episode.
No, actually, I'm disavowing Wagon. I disavow.
Good.
We're a wagon-free podcast.
Good. It's a wagon-free network, I hear.
All right. Well, that's it. Shut us off, Ron.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.